Hello everybody, and welcome back to DCMX Gaming. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to fix the fan speeds on your computer. Let's get started. So, have you noticed that your computer, it's a little loud? Basically, whenever you're gaming or something, the fans go up really high. You want to change that. Or maybe you just got your computer and the fans are just way too loud. It's like a jet engine. Well, I'm going to tell you how to fix that. Step 1, go back to your software, because we need to change this in the software, not hardware. Once you're on your computer, you're going to go down to you're going to click on Start menu and click on Settings. Once you are in Settings, you're going to go down to Windows Update. Under Windows Update, you're going to go down to Advanced Options. In Advanced Options, you're now going to want to scroll down under Additional Options and look for Recovery. Under Recovery, you're going to click on Advanced Startup and Restart Now. Now don't worry, this is not going to destroy any of your software. All this is going to do is put the computer into recovery mode. It's perfectly safe to do. We're going to click on Restart Now. Your computer should be restarting, and you will now see your BIOS screen. Now it's going to go off of this and it's going to take you to Windows Recovery. Now that you're here in Windows Recovery, click on Troubleshoot. Right here, click on the Troubleshoot icon, reset your PC or see Advanced Options. Under here, we're going to click on Advanced Options. Do not click Reset this PC. Under Advanced Options, look for UEFI Firmware Settings. We're going to click on this, we're going to click Restart. Now, if you have a password set on your BIOS, you're going to put your password in here. Most people will not have a password set on their BIOS, so it should take you just to this screen. Now, this is what it looks like for the MSI ClickBIOS 5. Everybody has a different BIOS, so yours may look slightly different. It may vary. In my BIOS specifically, I'm going to go under Hardware Monitor, Monitoring and Fan Controls. If you're using ASUS or ASUS as your motherboard, you're going to have a different BIOS. It's a very similar pattern that you're going to follow, where you're going to want to find hardware monitor or something along the lines of fan curve or fan monitoring. You're going to click on that, and it should take you to a screen similar to this. Now we have our options, where we want our temperature to be displayed. CPU core, system, MOS, chipset, CPU socket, or T-sensor 1, or thermal sensor number 1. I have mine set to chipset, and chipset refers to the CPU's temperature. I recommend chipset. Then under fan control, it all depends on how many fans your system has. My computer has a pump number 1, and that is not currently being used. System fans 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then CPU fan 1, which is currently running my water block. The way you want to set it is so your CPU fan, or CPU 1, is this fan right here, the fan on your CPU. This one, I recommend setting at a relatively nice fan curve. You're first going to want to select auto for most things, but some things you're going to need to select between DC and PWM, or direct current, and I really have no idea what PWM means. For my CPU fan, I run it on auto, which ends up running off of a DC power, and then this changes my fan curve. From here, clicking on this right here selects at 86 degrees Fahrenheit or 30 degrees Celsius, I want it to be running at 0.96 volts, and I increase it. All of my fans in my system run off of system fan number 4, currently running, as you can see, at 678 RPM. I have set mine to PWM, because on DC, well, if you can hear that, it gets loud when you set it to DC. PWM is the recommended setting. Now here, you can go and click on your bottom one. It's currently set to, once my computer hits 56 degrees Celsius or centigrade, it is going to be going at 15% max speed. You can dynamically adjust all of these however you like. I have mine set to when my computer hits about 76 degrees to get to about 60% speed, and then as soon as my computer or CPU hits 80 degrees, go up to 100 degrees. After you're done, go ahead and click on the X icon here, and then there should be another X icon up here in the top. By clicking on this X icon, you will need to click on Yes, Save, or No, Don't Save. I have not made any settings, so yes, I will save. Your computer should now restart. Once you finish setting up the fan curves on your system, everything should go well. If you want to go back into the software, we can then check for fan speed. Some computers will allow you to change your fan speed settings from an app like MSI Center, MSI Dragon Center, or even ASUS Armory Crate. I personally prefer setting up all my settings on my computer's BIOS, as I think it works better. But what you're going to want to look for is under Features, User Scenario. From here you can change some user settings and even go to the Customize section where you can customize your fan curves. But I recommend doing it on BIOS. If you guys are interested in any help on how to set up your GPU fan curve, that video should be coming out pretty soon. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, this is the way.